Hi yogis, welcome back to my yoga YouTube channel. Today we'll do a whole body flow, so it will not be focused just on one muscle group or one type of movement. It will really engage the whole body, our arms, core, back, as well as legs. And it will also be kind of a combination between strength and flexibility. So I hope you'll enjoy it, and once you're ready, just roll out your mat and I'll see you there. So let's start today once again in standing. So come on the top of your mat, feet hip distance apart, parallel towards each other. Engage the inner thighs, engage the outer hips. And let hands come next to your body, palms facing forward. Close your eyes. Let's take a few deep breaths just to arrive to the present moment. Really fill in the belly, the lungs, and also kind of even the throat with the air. And then exhale again. Try to give the body a little bit of extra oxygen, as usually we breathe very shallow during the day. You can start to engage your Ujjayi breath. So a little restriction of the muscles in the back of your throat. Kind of making sound of waves of the ocean with your breath. The breath is your anchor during your practice. Take one more deep inhale. Deep exhale. Open your eyes. You can keep the feet still hip distance if that's better for you for better stability, or you can bring the feet together. We'll do a little bit of sun salutations as usual for warm-up. With inhale, raise your arms above your head. Exhale, forward fold. You can bend the knees a little if needed. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, step back, plank. And lower the knees. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra. Exhale through the knees, downward facing dog. You can pedal a little bit the legs, right leg, left leg. Releasing the muscles. And then look forward, big step. Inhale. Exhale down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. We will repeat once again the same. So once again, with inhale, raise your arms. Exhale. Inhale halfway. And with exhale, either step or jump. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra, that's up to you. And exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Inhale, look forward, step or jump. Exhale. Inhale all the way up. Exhale. One last time, inhale. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, step or jump. Chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or up dog. Exhale, down dog. Very good. Once again, you can maybe pedal a little bit, right leg, left leg. Releasing the muscles. Very good. Let's do spinal wave. So with inhale, round back forward. Exhale back. Inhale, round back forward. Exhale back. Inhale, round back forward, and this time stay. And let's do one push-up. Lower down, and press back up, and back to down dog. Very good. If you need to, you can of course come on your knees and help yourself a little bit if the strength is a little bit missing. So that's completely fine. Let's do 2 more of the push-ups. So feel free to use the knees. Inhale, round back forward. Exhale, press back up and back to down dog. Inhale, round back. Press up and down dog. Great job. Inhale, bring right leg up into the air and let the heel fall towards the butt, opening the hip to the side. Shoulders are square, try to not open the right side. Beautiful. And then bring the knee forward, in between your hands. And just hold a little, warming up our core. And release, 3-legged dog. Once again the same. And release. Let's do once again. This time bring the knee to your left elbow. And release. You've got this. And then once again, and this time open to the side plank to the left side. So you can also straighten the right leg in front of you, supporting you. If this is too much, feel free to also support yourself with the leg underneath. Try to find the option which suits you the best. And you can also look up. Very good. And then bring both hands to the ground again. And let's do flip dog or wild thing. So now we are shifting on the pinky edge of our left foot and bringing the right leg to the ground. And from here, opening the chest. It can be a little bit more of a side stretch, or it can be a little bit more of a back bend. Up to you, which variation you choose. Take it easy, it's still beginning of the class. And then again, both hands to the ground. And let's take a big step forward with the right leg. Bring the left knee to the ground, low lunge. And let's take a little bit of release. So bring in the right knee to the side. You can maybe even come on your elbows if that's possible for you. If not, feel free to stay up. Very good, and then come again on both arms and we'll rise up into high lunge. So tuck the left toes, take the left knee off the ground and rise up. And then bring your right arm behind your left hip. And let's do a little bit of touching with the left knee, the ground. So lower down and rise up. Lower down and rise up. Lower down and rise up. Beautiful. Spread the arms, join the palms and take twist. Twist it, side angle pose. So really using the palms and the elbow on the right knee to press against it and revolve open. Very good. And then release, both hands up. And now let's transfer into Warrior One. So the left heel is on the ground. Toes are 45 degrees open and interlace fingers behind your back. Inhale, open the chest up. And with exhale, humble warrior, forward fold. So the hands are falling above your head. A little bit of stretch for the shoulders. Beautiful, and then release, rise up again. And open warrior 2 to the left side. So now the left foot is really 90 degrees, parallel to the short edge of your mat. The front leg can be almost really 90 degrees, parallel to the mat, to the floor. The core is strong, we don't want back bend. Beautiful. And then inhale and revolve. And exhale, come forward. Parshvakonasana. You can stay on the elbow or you can come to the ground, placing your hand in front of your foot. And look up if that's possible. And then again, rise up. And let's do eagle pose hands. So your right arm on top of your left arm, crossing the elbows. And then interlacing the hands. If possible, the palms want to touch, but if that's not there, that's completely fine. And from here, side angle on the left side. So come into your left knee, lower down, and from here, rise back on the right side, and transfer balance on the right leg. And let's do full eagle pose, crossing the left leg on the top of right. And again, interlacing, kind of hooking up with your left foot behind your right foot. Find one drishti point, the focus point. It will help you balance. If you want to take added challenge, you can try to fold over the legs. Looking down. And again, rise up. And release. Well done, you probably feel a little bit the right leg, just like I do. Very good. And then again, join the feet together. Little space between the heels. With inhale, bend your legs. Let's take chair pose. So once again, we want to sit kind of deep, and you want to shift the weight more into the heels. So not somehow like this, but more like this. Possible, look up. One more deep inhale. Deep exhale. And then release hands to the ground. And let's try a crow pose or kakasana. So the hands are shoulder distance apart. You want to bend your elbows a little and try to bring the knees high on your triceps. It can be also coming directly into the shoulder crease, or how it's called. But it can be also a little bit more towards the outside if this is not really possible, the closed version. And from here, starting to shift the weight forward, looking forward, and trying to take off one leg, maybe the other, and maybe you can take both. The core is strong, that's really crucial. So you can try it for yourself maybe once or twice. If you're familiar with it, you can take a few breaths in the pose, holding it. So just one more. And then both legs to the ground, step back into plank, lower down chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Very good. Let's do our whole flow on the left side. We started our flow with our push-ups, so let's do 3 of them once again. Round back forward, lower down, push up, back to down dog. Just do your best wherever you are. Round back forward, lower down, press up, Down dog. Round leg forward. Lower down. Press back up. And down dog. Very well done. Great job. So with inhale, raise your left leg up. Bend the knee, let the heel fall to the butt, and open the hip to the side. Once again, shoulders are square. We don't want to open the left shoulder this time to the side. And once again, let's warm up our core. Bring the knee in between your arms and hold just a little. And release, three-legged dog. Once again. And release. And this time to your right elbow. And release. Beautiful. Let's take again the side plank. So this time opening the left leg to the side. Maybe you can even look up. Once again, you can always support yourself with the left leg underneath, and maybe step by step trying to take more weight into the right leg and the left arm. And then both hands to the ground, and let's flip into a wild thing or flip dog. So this time you are on the pinky side of your right foot. The left leg comes to the ground, the toes. And you can do it more as a side stretch or more open to back bend. Just as much as comfortable for you. Beautiful. And then both hands to the ground and step forward with your left leg. Once again, knee to the ground. This time the right knee. And let's open the hip a little bit. So we are stretching our hip flexors on the right hip and also stretching the inner groins and the left hip by opening the left knee a little bit to the side. You can maybe also come on the elbows if that's possible for you. If not, that's completely fine. Just take a few breaths wherever you are. And then rise up again. Hands from both sides of the left leg. Tuck the toes, raise the knee, and rise up. Beautiful. This time your left arm goes beyond your right hip, and you look to the left. A little bit of twist in our high lunge. And lower down with your right knee, and rise up. 2 more times. Down, and up. Down, and up. Very good. Release hands, join your palms, and bring the right elbow on the outer edge of your left knee. Twisted side angle pose. Twisted Parshvakonasana. Once again, try to not only push into the twist, but also prolonging the spine. Great, and release, rise up. And once again, transfer into Warrior One. So the right heel is now on the ground, toes 45 degrees. Interlace fingers behind your back and open the chest up. The hips are square, so keep pushing the right hip forward and the left hip back. Inhale, and with the exhale, humble warrior, fold forward. You can go just as deep as comfortable for you. Maybe you have also tightness in the shoulders, so just as much as you don't feel any sharp pain. Beautiful. And an inhale, rise up. And open, warrior two. So once again, now the right foot is completely parallel to the short edge of your mat. You can maybe come a little bit deeper. The hips are open also. Core is strong. And then inhale, revolve. And exhale, Parsvakonasana. So you can again bring just the elbow on the knee, that's completely fine. Or you can bring the left hand on the ground. And look up. And rise up again into warrior two. And once again, let's take eagle hands. So this time the left hand comes on top of the right hand. And again, making interlace until the palms touch, if possible. If not, that's fine. And this time come into the right side, into your right knee. And rise back up and transfer weight to the front on your left leg. And let's take full eagle pose. The right knee comes on top of the left knee, and you hook the knee behind the left leg. And you can stay up here, or you can take edit challenge, fold forward. And rise up again. And release. Very good. Take a little bit of rest for the leg. Great job so far. We almost made it. We just have to once again go through our chair and Kakasana challenge. So both legs together, a little space between your heels. Inhale, bend your knees. Chair pose. Maybe you can sink a little bit deeper, just a little weight in your heels. Core is strong. Exhale down, hands to the floor. Once again, give it a try. So really grip the mat with your fingers. The fingers are wide, and you want to grip the mat with the fingertips and root down through the base knuckles. The hands are your stability in this pose. And then come high on the toes. Bring the knees high on your triceps. And start to lean the weight forward. Once again, you can maybe just take off one foot and the other, or maybe you can float. And when you have both legs up, you want to pull the heels to the butt, engaging hamstrings. And release. Great job. Step back into plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Very good. Round back forward. No push-up, I promise. Just lower down slowly to the ground on your belly. Great. And let's do a little bit for our back muscles. So bring the hands along your body and raise up. Maybe you can raise up or also your legs. Try to keep the legs parallel to each other, so not splaying them too much to the side. A little bit higher and release. Great job. Let's repeat once again the same. Or you can take hold of your ankles We have been doing this before, so by pressing with the shins back, you are rising your chest up from the mat. So with inhale, beautiful bow pose. And exhale, release. Great job. You are almost done. Come on your back and we'll just stretch a little our hips, our glutes through number 4. So cross your right leg over left. We've also done this before. So threading the leg, the arm through the window, basically taking hold of your hamstring. That's completely fine. Or you can take it a little bit farther, holding your shin. And you are pressing the knee away from you and everything else towards you. So just come as deep into the stretch as it's comfortable for you without feeling any sharp pain. But we do have normally very tight hips, carrying a lot of stress in the hips, tightness. The hips are really a web of really a lot of strong muscles carrying us on our legs the whole day. So it's good to release them. And then exchange the legs. Left leg number 4. And now take hold of the right leg, of the hamstring, back of the leg, or the shin. And the same. Keep pulling to yourself and the knee away. Should feel really yummy. If you feel any sharp pain, just back off from the pose. That's completely fine. So always differentiate between a nice stretch, which is just kind of challenging you to stay in the stretch, and between sharp pain. That's never good. And you should, if you feel sharp pain, you should never push more. You should rather take a little bit of rest and maybe try it another day. And release. And let's just take happy baby. So take hold of your the pinky edges of your feet, the outer edges, and bring in the knees next to your chest. This might feel a little silly, but I actually like the pose very much. Sometimes I do also a little bit of the kind of butterfly variation here. You can try to take the feet together and bring the feet closer to yourself. It's again a nice stretch. And then release. And as the last sequence, which I would like to incorporate today for the first time, is the sequence of the candle pose, Sarvangasana, and then bringing the legs behind your head. So if you have some problems with your neck spine, or in general with your spine, and you just don't feel like that, just stay in Shavasana and it's completely fine. Otherwise, let's try to bring the legs 90 degrees up. And from here, pulling, slowly rising up into Sarvangasana. You support yourself on the back with the arms and maybe slowly coming higher up. Trying to find kind of straight line as much as possible without the hips going back. But if you're somewhere like here, that's completely fine, and slowly you work more towards straight. So once you are up there, don't turn your neck right and left, your head right and left. This pose is also very good for our inner organs. And then maybe you can bring the feet on the floor behind your head, lowering down into halasana or plow pose. You can release the hands onto the mat. And let's just stay here a few more breaths. For added challenge, you can also bend your knees and come into ear pressure pose, Karnapidasana. And then slowly, let's start to release, rolling back down onto your mat, one vertebra after another. So really take it slow, step by step, and the legs are the last. Slowly, slowly. And then help yourself also with the hands. And usually as kind of counter pose for the inversion, for the Sarvangasana, is Matsyasana or fish pose. So for this pose, you come on your elbows, bringing the hands underneath your butt. The elbows are kind of holding into the midline. And from here, you come into back bend, putting crown of your head to the mat. Or just coming closer. It doesn't have to be completely on the mat. That's completely fine. So you can take a few breaths in here. Releasing the spine, releasing the neck, because we were kind of putting a lot of pressure also on the glands, which is actually a healthy stimulation. And then release. Bring your spine, your torso to the ground. Take the hands away. And let's just come into Shavasana. So let the feet fall to the sides and the palms are facing up. So the inversions really have a lot of benefits for the body. Not only are they massaging our inner organs, our thyroid gland, and they're also calming. Of course, it's also nice for our spine when we bend completely in the ear pressure pose. So let's just release every single muscle, let the energy flow. Release even muscles on your face. And just let go. Feel the gravity pulling you down. The support of the mat beneath you. And let's carry the feeling of calm and peace with us throughout the day. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.